Morning, this is Greg Christian at Grandview Livestock. Hey, we picked a beautiful day here to get some sheep and goats up here that we've been feeding and sort off some of the heavy ones that don't need fed anymore. Sort off some of the ones we'll take to the sale here this coming month maybe. They've been run through the bud box, I don't know, 3 times now. So sometimes they catch on. The sheep are the worst. Goats think they're trying to get away, they run right in there. Sheep are just more timid. Travis is going through and checking their eyes now, warming anybody that needs it. Sorry about that. Had to latch the gate. Anytime we run them through the alleyway, we pretty much check their eyes. It's just an easy time to do it, and it doesn't take very long once you get to doing them. Now we're weighing them.
Right. Weather. $75.
Okay, so what we're doing here is sorting off anything over 75 is going to go to the sale. There's a sale the second Thursday of November. Anything over, any ewe lamb over 65 we're sorting off to be a replacement style. We'll either sell those or keep some. And then we've got the smaller end of the wethers, and the smaller end of the ewe lambs will go back out on feed, and most all the goats there too will go back out on feed, unless there's a couple of exceptionally big ones we might sell with the sheep that we take up in a few weeks. But there's no sense in keep feeding these. It's already market weight. As they get heavier, those lambs will get worth less. And sometimes you'll actually take a 100-pounder or a 90-pounder in and get less money for it than you would a 75 or 80-pounder. So we figure they're weighing over 75 now, then they're going to weigh probably 90 in January, let's just say. That's going to be bumping up the top end, and it's where we don't want them to be, at the bottom end of where we don't want them to be anyway. So that's what we're doing today. As you can see, it's kind of a snowy, wintry day here in October, but just being in this building is worth a lot. You know, if you're considering putting up a working facility and you think, well, you know, you got a little money you could spend on a building, it's well worth it. I said before that I'd probably just go with one of these 10-foot sections instead of 2. But we have 2, and that's what we use here. But really, one would work just as fine. The bud box to me is a necessity, and it's cheaper to build than a tub or buy a tub or whatever.
Ewe lamb, 83. Yep.
83.
Yep. Ewe lamb, 58. Ewe lamb, 70. Ewe lamb, 58.
Now, if you can see, when we work sheep, we leave one in the alleyway to bring the others up that's coming in, and they can see that one, and normally load in there a little bit easier. You know, doesn't work great every time, but it works better. You can see our scales slid underneath the front end there. Built that little gate that comes in behind it. This is Greg Christensen. Hey, I'll let you go now, but this is what we're doing today, and I suggest maybe before you go to sale, it's always a good idea to get a weight on your animal so you kind of know what you're selling. You don't get there and get surprised. I've done that before. They either don't weigh what you thought they did, or they're way too heavy and you could have sold them earlier and saved some money or actually made more. So it's sheep and goats, they get 90 pounds on the sheep, and goat gets, well, sometimes over, just kind of depends. 60 is a good weight to sheep for, at least over 50. You don't want to go under 50. And there's times of the year you can get by with a 70-pound goat, bring just as much, but that's just kind of hit or miss. I wouldn't plan on it. So I'd probably try to market those in January, February. It's usually the best market. December can be good. You know, I'm not saying it's not, but I found over the years, seems like January, February is going to be the better months, but you're going to have more feed into them too, so you just have to consider that. This is Greg Christensen. Y'all have a good day.